Glasgow is actually of this earth. It's absurd. So many classy, clever connoisseurs congregating in one place. I don't want to give you a red face, but an audience this great is a first. Honestly, no fooling you folks role compared to the ignorant, pretentious, sometimes downright cruel characters inhabiting the audience stools in some other rooms. I just want to know you're killing it. I love what you've done your hair, by the way. No, I'm talking to you. You've turned your back on me. I love what you've done with your hair, by the way.
You've invited too many people tonight.
And those glasses really suit you too, and you've been doing a great job clapping at the right time, let's be honest. It can be hard to find out when a poet's finished sometimes, but not you guys. Best audience ever. Bloody hell, what's the time? I've only got 2 minutes to make this feel worthwhile and deliver some lines that you find enticing from my writing. I may have spent my time unwisely, but goddamn, as an audience, you're just so inspiring. You know, it's quite nerve-wracking standing with the spotlight aimed at you, the crushing fear of failure gnawing at you, hoping the words that you learn don't abandon you, but with you guys it just comes so naturally. And I think it's time to say that we appreciate you. And as a poet, I'm sorry for when I get kind of preachy, but this has been worth it just to meet you. Do you know what? Forget the poem I was going to do. I'll do it later if I'm good enough to get a second one. In the meantime, let's just turn the attention back to you, because you are killing it. And you, and especially you, and you're all awesome. You're an audience with great applause. Give yourselves a huge round of applause. Go on, you start a round of applause. You start a round of applause. Get me clapped on. Oh my God, what an audience. Go on, louder. We deserve it. Yeah. Rule number 1, tell the audience what they want to hear. Okay, this is called Dave's. Go on, have another. That's Dave. Dave's my drink demon. Always plotting and scheming to get me steaming. It's a tale of woe that will take some weaving, and honestly I don't expect you to believe me, but with good conscience I still need to let you hear it so you know to look out for your own drink demon. Mine's called Dave. Dave's a middle-aged man with an expanding waistline directly proportionate to his diminishing hairline. He's coarse and rude and quite unkind and quite uniquely designed to somehow be mine. Go on, have another. Dave sneers in derision as I try to make a decision over whether it's smart to have another drink. After 11. Your dad be embarrassed if his mate saw you wavering. What are you, a man or a lady? Dave, I wish I could kick you in the genitals. I've tried, but fucking demons don't inhabit a corporeal existence. They're rendering ill-intentioned kicks destined to miss without resistance. I wish I could kill him, but Dave just smirks and sniggers. Is that all you've got, son? Dave wears you down, no doubt. So he can speak sweetly when he needs to get you to drink daily, nightly, weekly, because he needs you to feed him with your lust and your anger and your weeping. Demons need to feed you, see, and nothing tastes sweeter than human misery. At least that's what Dave told me. Go on, have another. You're funnier after a drink or two. No, it's no a sign of you're drunk that you need to lean in the wall to pee. Shots? Why not? Dave is getting bigger. Dave is getting stronger. But the bigger Dave the demon gets, the bigger grows his hunger, and Dave is just not satisfied with beers and spirit and wine. There's sweeter meat in the human soul on which humans like to dine. Go on, do karaoke. You can definitely hit the high notes. And what night's not improved by abandoning your clothes? Hey, I bet you could climb that scaffolding with your eyes closed. That bloke's eyeballing you, stick your head in his nose. Dave stands laughing just over my shoulder, feeding and growing on every abandoned moment, every shame and degradation, helping him grow, and now Dave is massive. Yeah, you should text your ex. Your partner will never find out. And while you're at it, you should definitely get your boss on the phone at 2:30 on a Tuesday morning. Tell him what you really think. Dave is grotesque, with his middle-aged paunch and sneer. All macho jibes and microaggressions, and his face is always smeared with something quite like excrement, but black and thick and rotten. and more he's covered with this filth I have begotten. See, this is what he wants. Dave's only raison d'etre is to feed upon my soul, but I swear I will get better, and yet Dave is still here with me. He says he clearly hate me, and I should definitely go and get another whiskey, but I'm resisting. Long enough to tell this tale, cause every one of you has got a demon on your tail. What's their name? I'm betting you don't know, but soon enough you will, my friend, unless you let that bottle go, because the demon drink is real, and many are the minions that seek to feed upon the meat of our sadness and our sickness. Mine's called Dave, and he says he's pleased to meet you, but don't believe him. Dave can't be trusted. Trust me.
Brilliant.
Last one. The Patter Man. The Patter Man wanders by a congregation of any size. Oft indeed he doth surmise it's a bit quiet, innit? Immediately moved to bruise the silence, the Patter Man's chronic aversion to quietness drives all who meet him wild and violent. And guess what? He's got a story about it. Check this. My cousin went with this guy who was monastically quiet. It turned out for reals he was really the kind of guy that would come through the shower curtain with a knife, but I guess that's what they say. It's the quiet ones you got to watch out for, innit? The chances are his cousin was never harmed, but the Patter Man can't help himself. He's sick and twisted and addicted to the spinning of yarns, and he asks, what's the harm? None really. If you let your conversations verbose and creative, just don't expect verisimilitude or to be quoted verbatim, because you're now just a player in the Patter Man's fables. An allegorical device wielded without favour, a tale to be told round every table, for its attention that the Patter Man truly savours. You are the listener, the subject of this fable. A warning for the heathen of all that are able, be wary of storytellers slick and capable, because they're using you. They're probably standing on stages worldwide, feeding on attention and glowing with pride. The Patter Man is really dead inside, but resurrected if you give him a mic. He feeds in your silence, he feeds in your tears, he feeds in your giggles and especially your swears. He's the Patter Man. And the Patter Man is hungry. He wants you, and he wants you, and he especially wants you. And he grows stronger every minute. The best thing you can do is applaud voraciously, and probably, hopefully, will go away gracefully.